Okay, since it's going to have a zipper at the back, the front is unfold, the back is going to have a zipper. So I just contour by 0.5. It's a shift dress, so you don't need too much contour lines. So I come in by 0.5 and I'm going to position my ruler like this and slant it into the neckline. I'll come down like that as well, like that. Can you see? So these are the points I'm going to contour. So from the waist you go down to the hem, and from there, or you can do from waist to hip. This is hip. Please just go to the hip so you don't have too much of your this part remains. So I'm not taking this line again, from waist to hip. Okay, now I'm going to retake my measurements. So my actual measurement for my bust, including my shift, I'll take it back again and I'm going to measure it right here, starting from the part I contour, because I've already eaten into it. So I'll just replace it right here. I'll come in with my waist measurement. I'll start from the contour line because I've eaten into it as well, and then I'll mark out. On the hip, I'm going to take my hip measurement. Okay, so for the hip measurement, it remains the same because nothing was eaten. We stopped the contour line at the hip. So I'll just connect back the excess or the shortage we could have had. Can you see that? So that is what you expected to have. So for the contour line, for the Basque, so if you want to make it a full, in fact I would say use Ankara part 2 for all of this. As you can see on the thumbnail, Ankara part 2 is what is used. Okay, so if you look at it very well, you see that the whole back is made up of Ankara part 2, and you have your zip. So when cutting on your fabric, make sure you have this cut on your fabric with your zipper allowance of 1 inch. So now I'm going to take the measurement of my neckline for my Mandarin collar. So my neckline for my Mandarin collar, this is how I take it for the back. I have 2.5. For my small scale drafting, of course your own should be bigger. So from here I have 3.5. So for my Mandarin collar, I'm going to use this part to do that. This is a straight line I just made now, and I will get the midpoint. I'll call this midpoint my shoulder line, and I'll call this side my center back. So because this is my center back, I'll measure the 2.5. The height of my collar is 1 inch, 1.5. 1.56 sits appropriately. Okay, 1.5. I'll measure the same 1.5 right here, and I'm going to draw a straight line. I'll draw a straight line to it as well. So my back, this is CB, and CB is going to have a zipper. Take note of that. Then for CF, which is center front, is 3.5 we measured. So I'm going to mark 3.5, but I'll come up by 1 inch on the 3.5 line. Okay, so this is it. So once I come in by 1 inch, I'm going to place my pattern ruler in this direction at that 1 inch, and then I'll be angling this at 0.5 for a perfect Mandarin collar, and then I'll connect what I have right there. Can you see? Okay, so this is going to be on fold by the time you fix that. So it's going to be on. So this is your collar, and that is what you are going to use to attach to that dress. So I believe you learned a lot from this beautiful tutorial. So I want you to also note that what we have on the strip, you are going to trace it out and place on top of your fabric. Fabric will be unfold when you cut, but the strip will be placed on top of it as well. So now I'm going to cut my pattern. So I'm cutting my contour line accordingly. I cut through my neckline. I go through the shoulder seam line. I go through my Okay, so I'll be cutting from this line into this, and then I'll cut off what I have on the hem line. So this is my back pattern. I'll cut my Mandarin collar since it's close by. So when I place on fabric, my fabric is going to be on fold. In fact, my fabric will be on bias as well. Okay, it's going to be on fold on bias. Okay, on bias. So folded on a triangle for you to achieve that. So I'm cutting through the ease I just added now. So all you need to do is to place this directly on your fabric. It has no lining. You only need, you don't even need a facing, because the Mandarin collar is going to clean up the neckline for you. So all you do is just finish up your beautiful Ankara style, and then place your strip and sew. And that is that. So for here, I'm going to divide, cut what I have on my basque. By that time, I'm done tracing out my strip. So I will add my seam allowances and add my basque back. That is exactly what you saw there. And top stitch on top of it very neatly. Okay, so this is the front pattern. This is the back pattern. Okay. So thank you very much for coming to this tutorial. I believe you learned a lot once again. So if you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe, turn on your notification bell to receive videos like this every day. Like this video, share to family and friends, drop your comments on the comment section and your suggestions as well. Thank you for coming, and see you in the next one. Bye.